Crossville, Tennessee. Are you guys ready for your main event? Three-minute rounds at a catch weight of 160 pounds, brought to you by Apex Fight 7, 1 week from tonight in Kingsport, Tennessee, and the official sponsor of Valor Fight 24, the Blind Zebra. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the cage at this time, fighting out of the red corner, Billy Combs.
Billy Combs very active in the last year. All of his fights, 13 of them since he made his debut in the amateur ranks. January 2014 for the 23-year-old, an independent fighter out of Mountain City, Tennessee, stands at 5'10", has fought a tough slate of opponents since he debuted back in January 2014. He'll fight anyone. That's his reputation. Last time out, a second-round submission loss to Darius Reynolds. Remember calling that at Apex 5. That's a lot of action, 13 times since 2004. 4-2 in his last 6.
Absolutely, and just like you said, this young man will fight literally anyone that they put in front of him. He doesn't always win, but man, he has brought home a string of a few that have been memorable, and tonight he comes to throw down.
Billy Combs mentioned his 12 bouts, and he's been very, very active. He's a former #1 contender, so he's stepping in against Sawyer Rich, who this is his hometown. For Billy Combs, he said this is just a normal fight. It doesn't matter that he is in Sawyer Rich's hometown. Doesn't matter where or when. This is his fight. He says he was on a 3-fight winning streak before that loss to Darius Reynolds. He said it's put it out of his head. He knows what went wrong. He fixed it. He's motivated against a guy he does not like. Back to the cage to introduce his opponent. Here's Cody Gwynn. All right, so final work on Billy Combs. Combs and Rich have been very, very active with their hatred on social media. All right, to introduce his opponent, here is Cody Gwynn.
Now, please welcome his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, Sawyer Rich.
Sawyer Rich, 4-1 in his MMA career. He fights out of Upper Cumberland MMA in Cookeville, Tennessee, a 24-year-old trained by Matt Violette. Hasn't fought in over 3 years. Last time out was at Valor kickboxing tournament 2 years ago. One of the more colorful characters in the area. And heavy hands. Last MMA bout was a TKO win over top Kentucky prospect Ricky Jones Jr. He trash talks, and he has seemingly baited Billy Two-Tone Combs into it.
Well, definitely, man, and that's what we love here at Valor Fights. You want to see that heat. You want to see that build-up, and then you want to see it all culminate here inside the cage. And that's what we're getting right now. The hair on the back of my neck is standing up for this one.
And Sawyer Rich, of course, he's from the area, and in his MMA career, getting to fight close to home, that's a new thing for him. He said, it's the first time I don't think I've been an underdog. He said it's kind of sad because he likes being the underdog. Yeah. And the two have, he said the reason why he's had the long layoff was because he's had trouble finding legit training partners. And he said it's hard getting motivated to train when you're deep down you know you're not getting pushed by people around you. And he doesn't think ring rust is going to play a role in this. He feels ready. And he said he's always trying to get in his opponent's head. He thinks it's worked, but he does not like this guy whatsoever. And these two, a lot of trash talk. Maybe we will not see a touch of the gloves. We'll find out for our official fighter introductions to the cage. And Cody Gwynn.
Crossville, Tennessee. This is your main event of the evening. It will be at a catch weight of 160 pounds. When the action begins, your referee in charge of this bout is Jason King. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he brings in a record with 5 wins and 8 defeats. He went in 165 pounds. fighting out of Mountain City, Tennessee, Billy Two-Tone Combs. Standing across the cage, fighting tonight out of the blue corner with a record of 5 wins with only 1 defeat. He would end 158 pounds. Fighting out of Crossville, Tennessee, and representing Upper Cumberland MMA. Sawyer, by God, Rich!
The hometown fighter, Sawyer Rich, out of Crossville. He's in the black, white, and green trunks, and Billy Combs in the black and red. No touching of gloves.
What's going to happen?
No surprise, Jason King, our referee. 3 3-minute rounds. Our judges, Tommy Brooks, Marty Willis, Chandler Goins. We're underway. No touching of gloves. First kick from Billy Combs. Oh. Hard.
Big shot by Billy Combs, and Rich is all over him.
So what about the weight? 12 pounds overweight for Combs.
Yeah, that's
a lot.
that could be a problem. But, you know, props to Sawyer Rich. He didn't care. He stepped right up. He said, that's fine. Let's do it.
Sawyer Rich says, I've already won this fight in my head, in the cage, everywhere. Never look past someone I'm not. But he said he's going to destroy Billy Combs in a devastating fashion here tonight.
Well, Sawyer Rich in the position here. Tighten down. Of course, he's got to watch out for the guard of Billy Combs, but man, great posture here by Rich. And it looks like he is going to deliver some heavy leather here to Billy Combs.
Combs is in trouble. Raining down the shots is Rich. The fans
This
love
could be it.
It's over.
It's done. Sawyer Rich has returned.
Fans are beside themselves in excitement as the hometown Sawyer Rich gets the win over Billy Combs. Wow. You don't often see that one-sided of a fan reaction. That was unbelievable.
Well, you know, not only did you get that crazy reaction there when Billy Combs walked into the cage, it sounded like he was in the wrong house.
A wrestling heel, you know,
Yes.
when he comes out. And here you see the replay here. Rich just raining down hard shots.
Utterly dominant. After a 3-year layoff, he is back. So the only question is, what is next for Sawyer Rich?
Well, we'll find out. I'm guessing Cody Gwynn is going to ask him what's next. And looking forward to that in just a little bit. But Sawyer Rich goes to 5-1. The 3-year layoff again, not a factor. And we'll see if they do touch gloves.
Barely.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
That was more than I thought we'd get. All right,
Yeah.
get the fighters in the middle of the cage. Our official decision announcement. Here's Cody Gwynn.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jensen King has called a stop to this fight. 59 seconds into the first round. Your winner by TKO, Sawyer by God Rich.
Little tribute to Tito Ortiz right there.
How about that?
Digging it up and laying it down.
Showing off the sponsors there. Cody Gwynn will catch up with him in 1 second. A few photos as Billy Combs falls to 5-9 and Sawyer by God Rich moves to 6-1. A win for the hometown
Sawyer
guy.
Rich, ladies and gentlemen, I think you know of him. So, it's been a long time since you've been in the cage and you were in your own backyard. Man, how'd you feel tonight?
Dude, I don't even understand right now. This never happens. They called my name, people went nuts. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Well, you got to be the good guy tonight. Talk a little about the fight. You know, there was a lot of talk, a lot of tension. Then yesterday the weigh-in kind of spilled over with the missed weight situation. Did that play any effect on the fight at all?
Man, you know, I just like to get in their head. I think it worked. He fights out of emotion. A lot of guys do, and they get worked up. Came in here and tried to swing hard, and I took advantage of it.
Well, you look excellent, man. It's been a long time since you fought, but you came in here, you looked real good. When are we going to see you again? You going to take another break, or are you ready to fight?
I'm coming back as soon as September. I'm here to fuck everybody up.
There you have it. Sawyer Rich, ladies and gentlemen.